Here you are, face to face in this trashy bar.
Episode 6, the ROI, return on investment of empathy, why kind leaders win more loyalty. Welcome back to the Legacy Leaders podcast, where we don't just talk about leadership that performs, we talk about leadership that connects. I'm Janice, your host for today, leadership and change expert, international author, and unapologetic believer in doing leadership differently. This show isn't about quick hacks or hollow motivation. It's about the real work, the inner work that shapes you, how you lead, how you show up, and what you leave behind. So if you're ready to lead with more humanity, more courage, and more legacy, you're in the right place. Let's dive in. Today, we're going all in on a word that's often misunderstood in boardrooms, but essential in real leadership: empathy. Not as fluff, not as weakness, and definitely not as a nice to have, but as a strategic advantage. Because despite what old school management taught us, people don't leave jobs, they leave leaders who made them feel invisible. So today, we're talking about the ROI of kindness, because empathy doesn't slow business down. It's what keeps it moving. Let's kill the myth right now, right here. Empathy is not a soft skill. Empathy is smart. It's old school leadership, worshipped logic, output and control. But here's what they forgot. You're not managing systems. You're actually leading humans. And humans bring emotion, complexity, life. Ignoring that isn't professional. It's ineffective. Neuroscience tells us that when people feel emotionally safe, the brain releases oxytocin. That's the connection, the chemical, that unlocks things like collaboration, creativity, and loyalty. But when empathy is absent, the body defaults to a survival mode. People shut down. They withhold. They protect themselves. So no, empathy doesn't get in the way of performance. It creates the conditions where performance becomes possible. You've heard it before. It's not personal. It's just business. Let me be real with you. That phrase has cost businesses millions in lost engagement, turnover, and innovation. And here's why. Because people will never give the best to a culture where they feel replaceable. The quiet quitting, the disengagement, they stopped trying. It's not because they were lazy, in most cases. It's because they felt unseen. Now contrast that with leaders who remember a team member's child's name, leaders who check in when someone's energy is off, leaders who say, "You've been carrying a lot, take a break." That's not soft. That's smart leadership. Because people give more when they feel like they matter. It's not just their output. Empathy doesn't kill productivity. It anchors it in trust. Now, here's the good news. You don't need a fancy framework to lead with empathy. You don't need intentional habits. Try these. Number 1, check in before you check off. Before you ask for a status update, pause and say, "How are you holding up?" Number 2, listen beyond the surface. If someone says, "I'm fine," but their body language says otherwise, don't ignore it. Circle back. And 3, model emotional honesty. When you say, "I've had a tough week too," you create permission for others to be human. That's how you build real safety, not just lip service culture. 4, celebrate more than wins. Celebrate consistency, effort, resilience in chaos, because sometimes showing up is the biggest win of all. Empathy isn't about fixing people's feelings. It's about saying, "I see you, you matter," and that changes everything. Now, this week's challenge for you. I need you to pick one person, a team, a member, colleague, friend, check in, not on their progress, but on the person, and ask, "How are you holding up lately? I've noticed you've been quieter. What's going on? I just wanted you to know you're doing great." And even if it's hard to feel it right now, make it real, make it human. Don't make it a leadership tactic. Make it care. Because when people feel seen, they show up. And when people feel safe, they soar. If today's episode gave you a new lens on leadership, send it to a leader who's ready to lead with heart, not just hustle. Empathy isn't a detour. It's the main road to loyalty, retention, and real impact. In a world that teaches us to toughen up, be the one who softens the space and sharpens the standard. Until next time, I'm Janice Elsley, and this is the Legacy Leaders Podcast. Thanks again for tuning in. If today's message sparks something in you, share it and please tag me on Instagram @Janice Elsley. I would love to hear your biggest takeaway. Don't forget to follow, subscribe, and leave a review. It helps more leaders find this message. And remember, lead with clarity, lead with care, and lead with legacy. Thank you.